You know.
But this supply or this digital signature of the third party, independent third party,
Yes.
hindi siya kasali sa kontrata na talaga yun ang role
Hindi siya,
natin.
hindi siya kasali sa
So,
kontrata.
nakaligtaan ng COMELEC yan. Hindi naasikaso ng COMELEC.
Hindi na kaligtaan. Okay? In the argument of COMELEC, in the case that was brought up by Harry Roque and the citizens, the concerned citizens movement, they specified lalagyan nila yan. They will follow everything to the letter of the contract.
It's like the optical reader, hindi rin nasundan yun.
Precisely, the UV scanner.
Yeah, the UV scanner.
Also, the voter verifiability list, where that's
and
right.
even the delivery of the PCOS machines, which came in basically midnight,
right
before the elections.
Precisely. In other words, they have committed to the Supreme Court that they will perform it according to specifications. And the beautiful thing about it is that in its ruling, the Supreme Court stated, and if I may quote verbatim, the Supreme Court recognizes the importance of the security features, including the digital signature. Okay? So that means that Supreme Court, believing in the COMELEC, said to the petition of Harry Roque, hindi na dapat matuloy yan kasi gagawin naman ng COMELEC yung trabaho niya.
And in spite of that, hindi ginawa.
Yes, because here's the point. In the final ruling of the Supreme Court was on February 10. Okay, February 10, 2010.
Okay.
Then on March 4, 2010, COMELEC issued a resolution, a COMELEC resolution, stating that, if I may quote again,
yes,
okay, after you have printed the ERs, you are now ready for transmission, the machine will ask you, are you now ready, will you now sign the transmission on a digitally basis? Okay, and it will display two, yes or no. Press no. Then it says, are you sure you're not going to sign your digital signature? There's a yes and there's a no. Press yes. So essentially, that resolution, which is in the board, which is in the general instructions for the Board of Election Inspectors, tells you no more use of the digital signature.
So we have found that the system is incorrect and it's against the law.
Yes.
But this is not the first time the COMELEC seems to have faulted. It was a series of fumbles right before the election. Ganun po nangyari niyan.
Yes.
Gentlemen, you are bringing this out. We have been, here in GNN, we've been fighting this from the day one. Actually, on May 10, I think we were the only media on air that was questioning the accuracy over the speed that everyone was elated about. Yes. Dito, question namin lahat. In fact, no less than Bono Dasa was one of our guests. Went over and he went to the ombudsman, kinaso niya COMELEC together with Smartmatic, which stands today. Yes. Gentlemen, what can we do? What exactly do you think is wrong? Are we saying now, because labag sa batas, maraming mali ang ginawa, hindi sinundan the third party, independent party, digital signature and or validity? Are we saying that the results are totally incorrect? Is that our message?
Yes.
Mali.
Yes.
Is there anything anyone can do about this? I mean, can we go until June 30 without a precedent? Assuming that we came to this validity na mali nga ang COMELEC, labag ang COMELEC sa batas, labag ang Smartmatic. This is not the only instance that can be quoted. There are many instances that Smartmatic, together with COMELEC, have broken specific rules. All the way through, from the delivery to everything. And yet, we are pressed for time, and today, as you saw, the president, vice president was declared, and before that, the governors, the mayors, the congressmen, etc., etc., etc. Can we actually nullify the elections because of the basis of what was wrong, what we found?
Harry, if a million angels, was that saying, was it Chesterton? A million angels saying that something is white does not make it black.
Sa bagay.
Suppose a million devils.
It's still a million devils. So kung mali, kung invalid dapat yung eleksyon.
Yes. Correct.
But
from the very
is
beginning.
that a solution? Is that a sound solution to the situation, saying that the election should not be valid.
Well,
To be pragmatic.
Yeah.
The point, Harry, is the people need to know that the person they voted for is actually recorded. The COMELEC made it sure that nobody can know what happens to his vote.
Do you believe the results that we received are all erroneous?
I cannot believe it. Although probably Noy did win. Pero pinatungan nila para
Sigurado.
shut up na kayo.
Parang ganun.
Ayun ang nangyayari.
Now, we've heard, we've read, we have seen even in Congress that there seems to be seeming perception, public perception, more on that there is electronic fraud. Ang dami nagtatanong because masyadong suspicious nga sa mathematics mga sagot ng nila to begin with. And the COMELEC, actually, I hate to say it, together with PPCRB, are one and the same boat on that side, and like they keep saying tolerance is actually the end game. But can we actually certify, hey, mali ito, and because it's wrong, but can we actually push forward that situation that this is really a wrong election?
There are answers to that in the Constitution. That we're not in a vacuum. No? But be that as it may, I think what you should ask, Ari, is what is the importance of that so-called digital signature? Why is it so important?
Yeah. Alam ko, third party, the fact that you said third independent party,
Yes.
that's what I've been clamoring for.
Yes.
But according to the COMELEC, no less than Rafanani was telling me, right here in this chair, ang tawag dyan, post-election evaluation. I-evaluate namin yun. Of course, at that point, after the fact,
Yes.
useless na.
Okay. The purpose of the digital signature is for the receiving entity, in this case, for example, the municipal or city board of canvassers, will know exactly where that particular vote count is coming from, and whether, number one, it is authentic, it can be verified, and number three, it's really accurate. Now, you can do that, and the first thing that the machine will do is to make sure that the digital signature is authorized, as also certified by the third party. Now, suppose, and these are the things that are being shown now. Suppose there's an outside of the system, outside of the 76,340 PICOs, there are PICOs machines that are now sending to the municipal and city board canvassers. How do you know? That's right. How do you now distinguish that these are not fake election returns?
Since there's no digital signature.
Because there's no digital signature. And you can do that.
That's how you can identify one over the other.
Of course, yes, of course. And there were 60 PICOS machines that were discovered in Antipolo. What is
We
it
were the
doing?
ones who discovered it. GNN News.
Yeah, very good. So, what is it doing there in Antipolo? Isn't it supposed to be in either Antipolo the treasury, the local government, as a replacement or backup for the precinct's PICOS machine, or is it not supposed to be also in Cabuyao, where it will be a reserve? Why is it there
Well, for
in
that
the house
matter,
of a technician?
There was also one in Makati, supposedly, di ba, inireklamo nila, meron sa municipal hall.
That's right.
So, without that digital signature, there is no way of verifying. Okay, how about the ones that were in Antipolo? Hindi ba pwedeng yung independent PICOS machines that were, seemingly not in the right locations, can they not also put a digital signature assuming there was?
They don't need to.
No, but if they did,
there's no
but
more
assuming
digital.
they did, can they also identify digital signature? Because it will come out at the end, it will ask them any questions.
Yes, as long as the same the digital signature that they will use are recorded by the third party.
Because the location is one and alone, hindi
That's right.
pwedeng multiple locations,
Pwede rin
It will not
multiple.
accept.
If you are a board of election inspector, you are authorized to move from one PICOS machine to the other. For example, if your PICOS machine is working, great, use this PICOS machine. If your PICOS machine will not move, the instruction is you can go to another PICOS machine and send the electronic return.
I see.
So that means that particular PICOS machine must know your
number, your identity.
so that when you received in the municipal
Pareho.
alam niya at bine-verify ng third party, siya nga yun.
Hindi na raw kailangan.
Oo.
At hindi, yun ang hindi, kasi binigyan ng instruction yun parang, do away with the digital signature.
That's right. So that, ang dami ngayong pwedeng mangyari. Pwedeng sa labas, may mangyari. Pwedeng ibang tao ang maglagay doon sa PCOS machine.
Gawa-gawa
Ipala.
lang.
So in fine, Harry, no